This podcast of Max and Marcellus is brought to you by Audible.com, the leading provider of audiobooks for your smartphone, tablet, or MP3 player with more than 100,000 downloadable titles, including fiction, nonfiction, and periodicals. For our listeners, Audible is offering a free audiobook of your choice when you try their service. Try Moneyball, Ball 4, or These Guys Have All the Fun Inside the World of ESPN. Just a few from the huge selection of the best sports books you can download today. Try Audible today. Go to audible.com/ESPN. All the details are on their website. That's audible.com/ESPN.
It's Max and Marcellus on 710 ESPN. Now, here's Max Kellerman and filling in for Marcellus Wiley Beto Duran.
And we are joined in studio by a man who represents a seismic shift in the American sports landscape. We'll get into that in a little while. The great Jon Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, baby.
You are nominated for an ESPY for Best Fighter, Outstanding Fighter of the Year, along with Floyd Mayweather. Who else is nominated? Anderson Silva?
Yep, and I think Andre Ward.
Got to talk into the mic. Right now, and Andre Ward, who is, by the way, Andre Ward, the last American gold medalist as a boxer in the Olympics, undefeated, just a tremendous fighter. Has a big fight with Chad Dawson coming up on HBO. So, what does this mean to you, this ESPY nomination?
Man, it's huge, man. It just goes to show where our sport is headed. You know, this is a sport that's only 10 years old, and now to be nominated for ESPY with all the other mainstream athletes, it's great. You know, it just shows the rapid growth of the UFC.
Who deserves this? You or Anderson Silva? Fighter of the Year.
Fighter of the Year.
You or Anderson Silva?
Well, you know, Anderson Silva is someone I respect dearly. He's a great athlete. Yeah. He is the fighter of our generation. But when it talks about just who had the more outstanding year, I think I would give it to myself. You know, I beat Rampage Jackson, Rashad Evans.
Yep. Cleaning up the old guys. Go ahead.
Mauricio Shogun Hua.
That's right.
Lyoto Machida. Several world champions.
Wait, that was all this year?
That was pretty much, yeah. I mean,
that was 7 in a row.
Yes.
Smoked them.
Yes, I mean, that's to beat 4 former champions in 1 year.
I just forget the calendar year. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You are the first. So the UFC comes around. I've been watching since UFC 1.
Okay, all right.
When it started out, it was high concept. Who wins, the karate guy or the judo guy, the jiu-jitsu guy? The answer was the jiu-jitsu guy. That guy won, right? For a while, Gracie, and then Shamrocks, and then it developed ground and pound, all this stuff. You're the first guy to come around where you are a world-class athlete who also is doing this, right? Is that true? Would you say you're the first guy on that world-class athletic level, NFL-level talent, mixed martial arts?
Well, you know, I think it's safe to say, you know, now that I have 2 brothers who play in the National Football League, you know, I guess it's safe to say that I'm a high-level athlete. But, you know, that martial arts spirit that I came into it with of just like, you know, learning everything and not just coming to the game with one style. You know, I did start off as a college wrestler, but I didn't keep it that way. You know, I was really passionate about Taekwondo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, Western boxing. You know, I just took on that complete mixed martial artist role.
It does seem to me to be really successful at a high level, if you're from this country, you better have a wrestling background, and you should have it on a pretty high level, right?
Yeah, wrestling is by far the most sufficient form of self-defense there is, to be able to avoid someone getting you to the ground and be able to take down an attacker. I mean, it's a powerful martial art.
No, it's amazing. Excuse me one second. Beto's trying to get a word in.
Trying to, but I'm amazed. I don't know who's the bigger star in here.
Well, I know. It's Jon Jones.
Exactly.
Now,
right.
Talking to Jon Jones,
shoes.
maybe the best fighter in the UFC, maybe the best mixed martial artist in the world. We're going to talk about Anderson Silva in a second.
Oh no, there's a little controversy.
What's that? You want to jump right to that?
I just feel it now.
Just go for it.
Let's jump right to Anderson Silva.
Why won't he fight you?
Do what you want to do. You know, it's not that he won't fight me or I won't fight him. To be dead honest, you know, it's we both have a lot to lose, and we both respect each other a lot. We both are striving for personal greatness. I don't want to, you know, crap on his greatness. I don't want him crapping on my greatness. You know, we're in completely different weight classes. We both are.
When you say that, you mean because of the outcome of a potential fight, or because of the hype building up the fight?
Well, just, you know, we both have sponsor deals and things that are really important to us, and a big part of that sponsorship package is being a winner, being a champion, and having us fight each other. Someone's championship is going to go away. You know what I mean? And you know, it's like I respect Anderson Silva so much. I don't want to be the guy to beat him.
And I also think he doesn't want you to be the guy to beat him.
And I don't.
In other words, you both feel the same way about the fight. You're a little too big, right?
Right. No, it's like I don't want to lose to him either. So it's just like it's a lose-lose situation.
If
for me.
someone came to you with his name on a contract and say, sign here, if Dana White had Anderson Silva's name on a contract and it was blank for you, is to sign right here, you get the fight, what do you do?
You know, I would put about $50 million on that, and then make it in Africa or something. You know, the Rumble in the Jungle.
But you signed
part
it, though,
two,
right?
The part, MMA version. No, I wouldn't, man. I just respect Anderson a lot, and the guy is such an awesome champion. To be coached by him, have him as a mentor when he retires, and he's going to retire within the next 2 years.
Do you think you would beat him? Because I think he thinks you would beat him.
I'm confident. I'm a confident guy, and to be a top level martial artist. Confidence is crucial. So, if that answers your question, I'm sure he thinks he could beat me as well.
I don't know. We had him in studio, and he's obviously very confident and pound for pound, the greatest who ever did it and all these things. And yet he was kind of copping to the fact that, look, he's a little big. You're not only younger and really good, but you're a weight class bigger than him naturally.
Yeah. And that's the reason why, if we're in the same weight class, it would be, inevitable.
Then you're on it.
Yeah, but it's like, dude, I'm dominant in my weight class. You're dominant in your weight class. Some things just weren't meant to be seen.
You get tired of hearing these questions?
I've answered it a lot.
And this is only the first day you're in town. So
Yeah.
Wait till you do the red carpet.
Who's going to be your
know.
signature? How many Twitter followers do you have?
I have 400,000.
And what's your Twitter handle so people know if they want to follow?
409.
Yeah, it's Johnny Bones, JONNYBONES.
So 409,000 Twitter followers. But if you had that signature opponent, Ali needs his Frazier, right?
Oh yeah.
If you had that signature opponent, that 400,000 would turn into $1.5 million, $2 million really quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
But you're so dominant, that guy is right now not on the horizon.
Yeah.
Therefore, Silva is the biggest name, and So, do you want to move up? Are you looking at anyone at light heavy who's coming up who you think will make that big fight with you?
Yeah, there's a few guys on my radar that aren't necessarily big names, but they're great athletes. Like there's this Daniel McCormier, the guy he's a champion of Strikeforce. I'm interested in fighting him. He's an Olympic level wrestler. I think he'd give me a great challenge, and that's why I'm here. There's this Switzerland kid, Alexander Gustafsson, who's coming up the ranks pretty fast. I think he's got to give me a nice challenge as well.
I think one of your issues is going to be, you see it with Tiger Woods now. Tiger was not like a fat, middle-aged, chain-smoking guy. So he turned a lot of people on to golf who might have been athletes in other sports. For the first time, golf was actually getting world-class athletes instead of these fat, middle-aged bums.
Right.
You're doing a similar thing. I mean, not that UFC was getting bums, but now all of a sudden, top-flight athletes who might have gone into other sports are idolizing you with your picture on the wall. Now you're going to have to face tougher competition 5-6 years from now than you would have because of you.
I believe it. Someone said that to me a long time ago, and it kind of resonated with me. They said, John, right now you're the young guy in the sport, and you're a dominant guy. The guy that's going to come and eventually give you a real run for your money, he's probably about 17 right now, and he's working his butt off.
And he would have been a football player or a basketball, like a real athlete, but he sees you and goes, wait a minute, I want to fight too.
Right, exactly. Yeah, he's probably in high school or college right now, just training hard and studying my footage, and just has a goal to be or beat Jon Jones one day.
Tiger can't whip these young guys because they grew up idolizing him. They're athletic.
Exactly. And it's the same reason why I think I would be confident if I ever had to fight Anderson, because I love the guy so much, I admire him so much, I've watched his fight so much. I feel like I know him, so that's...
Is he the only guy you look up to?
Pretty much.
Because, there's some guys you respect, but it sounds like this is just the one guy.
I really look up to certain athletes. I'm a big fan of greatness. Guys like LeBron James, guys like Anderson Silva, Jeter, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady.
Which boxer?
Boxer, Floyd Mayweather. I'm not a huge fan of his attitude, but his work ethic and tenacity. He has the mindset of a champion. His confidence is awesome. He takes the arrogance a little too far. But I'm a fan of greatness, so Floyd Mayweather.
Let's talk about your personal life, Jon Bones Jones. Who is Jon Bones Jones, the man?
Jon Bones Jones is a father. I'm a great friend. I'm a giver. I'm passionate about mixed martial arts.
You're a father. How many kids do you have?
I have 3 daughters. Beautiful daughters. Man, gorgeous. I want to be in
How
trouble.
Old?
That's why I have so many guns now.
Believe me, I'm a father too. How old are your girls?
2, 3, and 4.
Oh, so you're wasting no time.
Yeah.
Bam.
I don't like condoms. What can I say?
Nothing wrong with that. So it wasn't planned? These were unplanned?
Can I say that online?
Sure.
You just did.
Go.
These were unplanned?
Well,
it's like, hey, you're married to him.
No.
Uh-oh.
No,
John,
I'm not
come
married.
on, man.
No,
come
but I'm with my
college
children, my children's mother, and it's all good.
Wait, you say it again?
I said I'm with my mother's children.
Right, you're with your right. I got you. Are you guys planning on getting married?
Children.
What did
I just say?
You're with your kid's mom.
We get the idea. And the same girl with all three.
Yeah.
Same girl with all three.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
Cool.
You're good.
Cool.
You might as well be married.
Yeah,
you got 3 kids with the same girl. You're married.
7 years, and we have a house together.
Right.
So it's like
Right. It's like the Eddie Murphy skit. She's going to go get a job at the boutique on the weekends. Here's $60, John. Go put that with the rest. You have a house together, huh? In other words, you bought a house and you guys all live there.
Yeah. So
right.
We're family.
Man, why are you making the guy sweat over here?
I'm not making.
You just let the guy be.
I'm not sweating.
You know another thing. The other thing about UFC, which is such a great business model, is that so many in this country are college-educated wrestlers.
Right.
They can talk like Jon Jones. Because, in boxing it was like they put gloves on the fists. The idea is, hey, protect the fighter's hands and their heads, but the unintentional consequence is punch drunkenness because you get repeated head trauma.
Right.
In the UFC, you get taken out with a chokehold or a submission hold. Your brain is still intact. You can talk. I don't hear punch-drunk fighters in the UFC.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's something that, I've learned from guys that's been there before me. It's just, to not lose your career in the gym, not leave your career in the gym by having a big ego and trying to show dominance over your practice teammates, but really to to fight smart and to protect yourself at all times. So like you said in the UFC, there's wrestling, jiu-jitsu. There's a lot of ways of winning outside of getting punched in the head 70 times in one fight.
Tickets for UFC 151, Jones versus Henderson, Dan Henderson.
Mm-hmm.
At Mandalay Bay Event Center in Las Vegas, on sale Friday, July 13th.
Yeah,
and you can still vote for him.
You got to be
ESPN.com.
John, good luck in the fight. And go ahead. Sorry, Beto.
ESPN.com. You can vote for the 2012 ESPYs.
Why don't you ever get to speak?
No one with me ever gets to speak, John. Dude, I barely let you speak. What are you talking about?
When I was told that you were coming in, I'm all fired up. Got my research. I did more and more. I'm talking about your brother when you came in here. And what happened? I voted for you. ESPN.com. The ESPYs. I got you over at Anderson. But as soon as you walk out this door, you and I, we're talking about 30 minutes without Max.
All right, cool. That works.
That's all fair. Yeah, send the transcript into the document.
That might cost you, but...
Oh, you see that? He's big timing you better.
As you should.
That's right.
As you should.
Hey, Jon Jones, it's a pleasure to watch you fight.
Thank you.
I've been a fan of yours since you entered the UFC, as most people have, and it's really fascinating watching what you're doing to the sport and the effect it's having on the American sports landscape. Good luck at the ESPYs and good luck going forward. We hope to talk to you soon.
All right, get her done, baby.
Max and Marcellus, Beto Duran, 710 ESPN.